Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday. Again, it's morning. We are ready to go. Like, y'all, I prayed over the internet, so um, hopefully everything goes smooth, right? Everything, not hopefully, everything will go smooth. That's what it is. Everything will go smooth, and we'll be fine. Um, I'm I am going to get an extender for down here and see if it works better. Like, we've fixed the problem with my computer, and so it doesn't just shut down on me anymore, which is awesome because I wasn't quite ready to buy another one. I'm trying to ride this train out. So we fixed the problem with my computer. We're good there, but now we need to get the internet because we upgraded, right? And but down here it's still where it's not working. It works, but it's not working too well. So we are going to try the extender. If not, we're going to get another router. Either way, it's going to work. It's going to work. So we're good. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Let me know. Let me know how you guys are doing. I hope that you guys are having an awesome day already, started the day. And it's good. It's good. It's good. We got some stuff to talk about today. All right. And I feel like, am I don't know. It felt like I was dragging. So hopefully I'm not, but whatever. If I am, or if I start to drag, just listen to my voice. Y'all don't have to see me for real. Y'all don't have to see me because it ain't nothing, like I'm not doing anything special. Just listen. So we got some stuff to talk about. Um, we got some stuff to talk about today, but I'm going to thank you. I got good morning. Just getting off from work. Woo, woo. More power to you. More power to you. So look, I'm glad I could be here after you got out of work and just like, all right, let's go. I hope you're gonna be going to sleep. But but yeah, all right. So get some rest. Uh yeah. I hope you had a great day at work. Hey, good morning. I'm glad I'm not dragging. Okay, good, good, good. So my whole family has gotten a bug, and they are I don't know. They've got a cold. It's not COVID, okay, but they got a cold, and they're just down. So this morning when I was waking up, my daughter woke up, and she asked to come downstairs with me. So that's who I'm sitting here. She's giving me a thumbs up. So I gave her the thumbs up back. But I definitely was like, look, it's cold in the basement. You want to come down here? It's cold. And why you want to come down here? She's like, well, can I just listen to you? I want to learn about God too. So I said, look, come on, come on. So she's down here. So if you see me looking over, I'm looking at her. But mm-mm-mm. Let's start because we got some stuff to talk about. We got some stuff to talk about. All right. Lord, thank you for everything that you've done for me, everything that you continue to do for me, and not only me, for everyone that is joining me today, whether it be on the live, whether it be on replay, whether it be that somebody sent it to them, it doesn't matter. Thank you for everything that you've done for them. Thank you for the fact that they were able to make it to work safe. They were on they woke up this morning. Uh, there's so many things to be grateful for, the fact that they have a vehicle to be able to get to work, the means to be able to get to work, the food that they're able to eat, the families that they're able to wake up to, the friends that they're able to talk to, the job that they're able to go to, the money that they get from the job that allows them to be able to take care of their household, Lord. Allow us to understand today and to be able to see clearly today how blessed we are, no matter the circumstance that we're going through, Lord. Bring to pass and bring to the forefront everything that you're currently doing for us, Lord. I want to live and I want us to live in gratefulness today of all the things that you've done and continue to do for us. Thank you for not turning your back on us, even when we turn our backs on you. I know I have. But Lord, you still stick there. You're still there for me. You're still there for us. Thank you for having our backs. Thank you for having our fronts covered and our sides. Thank you for just being you. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for another day, another month to just be great and to tap into the greatness that you've already stored inside of us. Thank you for just us pursuing our purpose and our calling. Thank you for us growing stronger and being able to hear you and to be able to take heed to your word. Thank you for all that you do, all that you do. And thank you for being present today. Thank you for moving through me. Again, as I always say, less of me and more of you. Move me to the side, Lord. And the same thing with everybody on this call. Move them to the side. Look, if they're coming home from work, which I know some are, move them to the side and allow them to just be a vessel for their families, for their friends, and anybody else that they come in contact with. If they're going to work, move them to the side and allow them to be a vessel with their co-workers or their family members. If they talk to them, their friends that they talk to, people on the way, if they stop at the gas station, Lord, allow us to be reflectors of you. That's all I want in my life, and that's all I want for the people's lives that are on this call. Lord, thank you. And just give me the words. Amen. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Huh? Amen. Oh, you were listening to me praying? Thank you, baby. So yes. Good morning. So you are headed to Ash Wednesday. All right now. All right. So we getting the word. All right. So y'all, this is what happened, right? Yesterday, yesterday morning, I was in the bed and I was just thinking. So I think a lot, right? And I've always been that way. I've always been that way. And so I have a lot of quiet time. I haven't quite mastered meditation, but I do allow myself a space of where I close my eyes. I'm just like allowing thoughts. Like I'm allowing it's just I think, right? I ponder, right? So I was doing that yesterday morning, and then something just hit me. It was like, look, I read this book a while ago, right? Can you see this? Okay, I read this book a while ago, and it's "Let God Fight Your Battles" by Joyce Meyers. And so I read this a while ago, and I haven't picked it up since. Right? And then I don't know, I just got an urge to pick it up. So I started reading the first chapter, and one of the things. Good morning. One of the things that stood out to me, and I could not go any further, right? I'm going to read it to y'all. So it says, she's saying, I have learned that to seek means to pursue, crave, and go after something with all your might. In other words, a person who seeks is like a starving man in search of food to keep himself alive. The process of seeking is that intense. So I don't even know why it hit me so hard, right? I was reading, and then all of a sudden I just had to close it. And I just sat, I went back to my thinking position, right? I just went back, and I just literally could not, that just stayed in my mind the entire day. And then I was like, okay, seeking is like, seeking is intense, huh? And then what came to me is seek ye first the kingdom of God, right? And all these things will be added unto you. And then I'm like, okay, wait, seek. How many times have we have different verses, right? Seek and you shall find. Like, so we're supposed to be seeking like that, right? So I was like, okay, I know me, right? I was like, let me look up the synonyms for seek, right? Y'all, y'all want to know what they are? Pursue, go after, strive for, go for, push towards, work towards, be intent on, aim for, have as a goal, have as an objective, ask for, request, solicit, call on, invite, beg for, petition for, appeal for, apply for, put in for. Y'all, we say this all the time, right? Like, and how I knew I was supposed to be talking about this is because what I'm seeing now, and it may change, right? It's just that it's like some stuff comes up and it just won't, I can't let it go. Like it just sticks in my mind. And it's not something that I was thinking about previously. It's just something that came up. I read something, I had a conversation with somebody, and one part of the conversation just stuck with me. And then other things throughout the day just come and support that. And it's just like, oh, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, cool. That's what I'm supposed to talk about. Did I know what else I'm supposed to talk about? Like within the realm? Nah, that's when God comes in. Like that. I don't put the dots together. But this is the thing. It would not leave, right? And then I saw that somebody commented and said, that same verse, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you. And I saw that and I was like, automatically, I was like, yep, that's the thing. I'm going to talk about seeking. And this is it. We talk about this like often. Oftentimes we are quoting that verse like it's nothing, like seek ye first the kingdom of God, seek ye first. And like, okay, yes. And we say it in a manner that we're supposed to be going to him first before we do other things. So before, if something happens, or if I'm contemplating something, or if I'm just making a decision in general, no matter big, small, indifference, it doesn't matter. You go to God first, right? I'm seeking him first. But then I was like, well, yeah, we go to him first. But how are we seeking him on the daily, right? When it's not a decision that needs to be made, when we're not in a predicament, when we don't have something on our minds that we're wrestling with, or when it's not when our kids are sick, or our husband is sick, or our wife is sick. It's not where our friends need help or our family needs help. When else and how else are you seeking him? And what it made me think of is like, honey, when we're talking about pursuing, we're talking about striving. You hear that word striving? That one hit me hard. Because I've strived for so long for things outside of God, right? For the accolades, for the achievements, for the recognition, right? For the fame, for the money. I have strived for it, and I have wanted it, and I've desired it, and I've gone like, y'all, ooh, you should have caught me a couple years ago. Honey, I was working my tail off, right? Because I wanted it so bad. It was like when I woke up, I thought about it. I was like, what do I need to do today? What do I need to get done? Because I want that money. When I got home, what do I need to do? Because I want that money, right? I was never off. I was literally striving for it. I was pursuing it. And I was like, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get that money. I ain't get it. I ain't get it yet. God knew what he was doing. He wasn't going to get that person in. But I was in hot pursuit of of it. Like I wanted it. And then that made me think, how many of us are in hot pursuit of things that we ain't got no business being in pursuit of, right? To that magnitude. But we're in hot and heavy pursuit of these other things, whether it be a relationship, whether it be a business, whether it be money, whether it be fame, whether it be being the best mom or the best dad in the world. We're in pursuit of these things. But then you look at your relationship with God, you pursuing him the same way. Are you giving him the same attention and energy that you're giving to these other things? And that was the thing that's why it stood out so hard for me. It's just like, whoa, that seeking is deep. It's deeper than just, okay, I'm going to seek him when I need something. I'm going to seek him when no, it's not when just like, look, here we go. Seek is continual. This is a continuous thing. This is a thing that does not stop. And then I go back to like, look, for y'all that are married, for y'all that are that have been in a long-term relationship, you know, when my husband and I first met, honey, we were talking all the time, right? It was not like my mom would just be like, oh my gosh, do y'all ever stop talking? And we wouldn't. If we weren't talking on the phone, we were texting. If we weren't texting, we were on our computers going through. That's when, what was it, Google Chat, whatever it was. We were chatting on the phone. And sometimes we would have all three going, where we're talking, but then we emailed each other, then we're texting, you know, then we had the chat going on. Like we were inseparable. And honestly, we still are, but we just live together. But this is the thing, is like I would always be thinking about him. And if I wasn't thinking about him, I was talking to him. We were in pursuit of each other. This is what the goal that we had. We had the same goal in mind. We wanted the end to be where we're married. We're like this, right? We only want to grow closer. So that was our goal. That was the aim. And that was the thing that we were in pursuit of. And that is why we continue to do that. And we did it so heavy. And that's why we were so inseparable. That's why it just kept happening. Like the more and more that we talked, the more we grew closer, the more we loved on each other, the more, we got closer to the goal. It's the same thing. This is the same thing. Some of us, we're like, man, how do I hear from God? I don't know if I'm hearing from him. I don't know if it's me versus him. I don't know if it's somebody else that put this stuff in me, or is it him? Is this what am I hearing him correct or what? And then there's some people that are like, look, he never talks to me. He never says anything to me. I'm asking him things. I'm sitting down and I'm asking, and he's not responding to me. He's not saying anything to me. Did I do something wrong? Like, what's going on? Like, are we not cool? Like, what's up? I'm like, look, this is one of the things that I posted, is that God didn't go anywhere. You did. So that's the thing. When you're not hearing from him, and it feels like y'all are distant, and this is that you'll feel that. You feel the distance, and it's like, yo, something's missing. That's what's missing. You have gone somewhere, and he ain't leave. He's still there. He's just waiting for you to come back. This is it. So we've got to be in pursuit of him. Like, how can we involve him in our daily life? This is continuous, right? So this is the thing, when we're driving to work, when we're coming home from work, when we're at work, when we take our lunch break, when we're walking down the hallway, when we're here at home, when we wake up in the morning. This is all things. It doesn't have to be, dear Lord, hallowed be thy name. It doesn't have to be a formal prayer. It's your relationship. When I was with my husband, we still were together. But when we were first talking, right? It was where y'all. Oh my gosh. it was where we were in constant communication, right? And it wasn't where our relationship had to look like somebody else's. It wasn't where I was asking other people, like, yo, so how's the relationship supposed to go? Like, what am I supposed to do at this point? Like, what are we supposed to, like, he's doing this, like, how does this work? How am I supposed to act? What am I supposed to do? Like, I wasn't asking anybody about those things. Like, I didn't want anybody else's opinions because I was in a relationship with my husband, and that was it. It was just him and I. It was him and I, and we had a goal that we were working towards together. And so we went ahead and just did it, right? However we talked, we talked. Whenever I thought about him, I called him, right? If he wasn't available, I text him. If he couldn't be available through text, we emailed, right? We found different modes of communication, and we did what fit for our relationship and for us. And this is the thing. Sometimes we get caught up in how it's supposed to look, how somebody else's relationship with God looks, how he's speaking to other people. Oh, he speaks to her through numbers. Oh, he speaks to her like this. Oh, he speaks. So that means that I need to do the same thing. No, God might be using another vehicle to speak to you. But the thing is that you will not know unless you spend that time with him, unless it is a continuous thing. This is no, it has to be this way. It has to be that way. You can step outside the box and find what works for you. It's about your relationship. And I love what you just said. It's about relationship, not religion, Lord. I just had a conversation with somebody yesterday about that. Like I love religious folks, right? I love y'all. I love y'all. And I love y'all. I love y'all because we are we are tight on what it says, right? So we're like, look, we're living within the confines of our religion, and it's where we're doing good. We're doing good things, right? But what I have noticed is that sometimes it will be just like I said, you're living in the confines of your religion and you don't step out. And that confine becomes a box. So you leave yourself in this box, and we can't seem to look past that. We're checking the boxes of, okay, I'm supposed to meditate, if that's what you do. I'm supposed to pray, I'm supposed to read my Bible, or I'm supposed to read this, whatever it may be, and you're checking it off. You're like, okay, good, I've done my job. And then the other thing is that it can hinder us from doing and being who we are supposed to be, right? And we're looking at other people who are of different religions, and we're like, yeah, nah, nope, nope, we can't even talk. We can't even talk because I don't believe the same thing that you believe. And so you're off limits, right? If we don't believe the same things, when we can't rock together. And that's not, where does that say? Where you show me anywhere that says it? Nowhere can I find that it says that just because we don't believe the same thing, then we can't rock together. We can't learn from each other. We can't have the same relationship. Y'all, like one thing that I'm gonna make clear, it's one God. It is one. It's one. So I don't care what religion you're in. It really doesn't matter to me. There is one. There is one God. That's it. That's it. That's it. So if you're having the same, that's what I never understood. If we're having the same experiences, right? And we're talking about the same stuff. Because I talk to people, and we have, like, I like having deep conversations, right? I'm not good at the surface level conversations, like the elevator things of like, hey, how you doing today? The weather is nice. Yeah. I'm just awkward in those. But when it comes to deep conversation, man, I can talk about it all day. So I have a lot of deep conversations with people, and they will be conversations with people who are from different religions. But the thing is that when I know that you've had an encounter with God, I know. I know because we speak about the same things. We talk about the same ways that it hits us. We talk about the same things that we're on this journey. We're learning and we're seeing and we're being like, you can't tell. I'm like, nah, man, no. You met the same God I met. Like, there ain't no difference. There's no difference. But this is what I want y'all to focus on. It's not about the religion. It's great that you are Christian. It's great that you are Muslim. It doesn't matter. My question is, what does your relationship look like? What does your relationship look like? It's a lot of people out here that are married and their marriage it stinks. It doesn't matter about the title. The title has nothing to do with it. It's about the relationship. And that's what I would ask the married person. How your relationship look? What is your relationship like with your spouse? Are y'all tight? Do y'all even talk? It's some people that they don't even sleep in the same rooms. They don't like each other, but we love each other. Y'all, look, the like and love. I used to tell my husband all the time, look, I like you. That's a big thing. That was a big thing for me. I like you. Like, I genuinely enjoy being around you. Love is just the icing on the cake, right? I love you. Yes, I love you, but I like you. And I still like him. I like being around him. I like the person he is. Honey, we're like this, and I just want to keep getting closer. Do you like being in the presence of God? Do you like what he's done for you? Do you like who he is? Do you enjoy like sometimes it's just where we're just having conversation. Like I legit, what was it? I don't even know if was it yesterday? Yesterday I did. It was a long conversation. But the day before that, I'm literally just talking. Like if somebody walked in the room, they'd be like, yo, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? I'm talking like as if I'm talking on the phone to one of my friends. I'm like, Lord, guess what? Like, I'm just talking. I'm just talking, and we're having conversation, and I just feel his presence. Like, do you like that? Do you like that? Do you want to be closest? So then work on your relationship. Work on your relationship. When we're talking about seeking him first, seeking his kingdom first, and all these things will be added unto you. Honey, that's where it comes from. And this is what another thing that came up in my mind the other day was the anxiety, right? So y'all know that's something that I've dealt with and I'm still dealing with, right? So it flares up. It flares up every Wednesday. I already told y'all that. Every Wednesday, every time before I get on here, it starts flaring up. And this has taught me how better to manage it and how better to handle it. But this is the thing. A lot of time, anxiety comes from a place of where we are uncertain about the future, right? We don't know how things are going to play out. We don't know what to expect. And we've got different things going in our minds and coming in our minds of like what could be, what if this, and what if I made a mistake, and what if, and then it's just like it starts bubbling. And then, anxiety sets in different for everybody. But for me, it's where I get a little light. I get light. I start feeling it. I start feeling like tingling. And I'm like, oh, I'm getting anxious. Okay. And now it's been the first onset of it. I'm like, nope, I don't want it. So I'm praying. So I'm like, Lord, I'm getting anxious. And sometimes I don't even know where it came from. Like it can just set, like, I don't even know what, I guess subconsciously I'm thinking, but I know it's something that doesn't need to be there. So I'm like, okay, Lord, look, I'm getting anxious. I'm giving it to you because it's not my place. It's not my business. I don't want it. So take it. Do something with it because I don't want it. I release it. But this is where anxiety stems from the majority of the time, is that we're uncertain about the future. We don't know what's going to happen. And we start trying to connect dots that we have no business connecting, and that we can't connect. We cannot connect the dots in the future. The only thing that we can do is look in the past and say, oh, that ended up working out, or oh, that didn't work out. That's all we can do. That's it. The only thing that we are capable of is being present in this moment. That's it. Being fully present. That is what we are meant to do. And we go so far outside of it. And that's when the worry comes. That's where the doubt comes. That's where the anxiety stems from. But my thing is that once we, and this is the point that I'm aiming to, this is the point, this is where Jesus was, right? And my husband and I were having this conversation the other day of just how Jesus was the example, right? Of where we can be. And I want y'all to hear that. And I want that to really stick in, of where you can be. What he did is what you can do too. I'm going to say that again. What he did is what you can do too. But he is that example. When you are that tied to God, there is absolutely nothing off limits. We were created in his image for a reason. This is what I'm saying. We had Jesus for a reason. You have different, and the thing is that we've had different people, right? That we can look to, who have also been examples, who have also ascended, I guess, to that point of enlightenment, of where we are that connected. We have that relationship with God, to where things may be bumpy, things may be up, things may be down. I may be uncertain about the future, but honey, I'm right here. I'm present. I am in the moment. I am one with my present reality, right? And and all that is going on, and I can find gratitude in what is currently going on, no matter my situation, no matter what is coming my way. I'm here and I'm centered. And so I know that with any ups, then great. I'm thankful for the ups, but at the same time, I'm thankful for the downs, because I know in every single moment, God has my back. When he says all things work together for the good, I know that means me. That no matter if it's down, if it's rock bottom, I know that things are going to turn out good. This is Everything is happening for my good. I cannot arrange my life better than God can. And when you get to the point where you are fully putting your life in his hands, that's where that is the goal. You know, when I said my husband and I had a goal as far as marriage, as far as how we wanted our relationship to be, I have a goal with God. This is where I want to be, of where I am so tight with you. I am so locked in with you that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's up, if it's down, if it's all around, if the worst thing in the world happened. It doesn't matter. I'm like this with you. And I trust you. I trust my husband. I want to trust. I want to trust. That's what I want. That's what I want. And every day I want it to grow better and tighter and stronger. And I want the same thing for y'all. So when we're talking about seeking, we got to seek like we mean it, like we mean business, right? And I know that you've sought other things. All of us have. We've sought, like I said, a relationship. We sought money. There are things that we sought A's in school, whatever it may be. There was something in your life where you've had a mission and you were like, honey, I am getting it. You set goals. Look, we've talked about it, right? Our goals for the year 2022. You've set goals in 2021, 2020. You've set goals before. You have goals right now. You are in pursuit of those goals. You are doing things every single day, hopefully, right? To be able to get to where you want to be. You're doing something every day. So what about your goal with God? How is your goal for your relationship? What are you working towards in that? Did you set a goal for 2021 for that? Oftentimes we forget about him. We forget about that, about the pursuit, about the fact that it actually takes intention to grow closer. right? We forget about those things, but we set goals for other things. Good morning. We set goals for other things. But that one, we're like, well, I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna read, and we're gonna get close. That's what it's gonna be. But we need a focus. We need to approach with intention of just like, look, I'm trying to get to know you though. Like, yeah, the praying is good, the reading is good, but I'm trying to get to know you. I want to know you for who you are. I want to know you for who you are in my life. I want you. I want to love you for you, not because of what you've done for me, not because of what you can do for me, not because of the promises that you made me, but because of you. I want to genuinely like you. That's the relationship that I'm talking about, y'all. And that's what we need to be in heavy, heavy, heavy pursuit of that. And the more you pursue that, that's what I'm understanding, the more you begin to release the things that you are carrying, releasing the anxieties that you have, the doubts that you have, the limitations that you set for yourself. The more you begin to release that, the more you chase after him, the more you pursue that relationship, the more the more closely you are with him. That's when we can just be like, look, this is what he's like, that trusted friend, right? Oh, this is what I would equate it to, right? So as I was growing up, my father was like the fix it man, right? So he fixed everything. Like, it was just, I knew that I could come to him and I could bring it and be like, oh, this broke. Can you fix it? And he would fix it. So it was just like, in my mind, he could fix anything. Any problem that I had, he could fix it. So, and when I got married, that kind of was still in my brain. Like, I'm a daddy's girl, right? So I was like, okay, this is what he fixes things. He fixes things. When I have problems, I go to him. So we had a problem. I think something happened in our house, and I was like, uh-oh. And my immediate response was to call my dad. I was like, I'm asking him like what to do. And my husband like, what am I here for? Hello. We ended up having a conversation after that. He's like, wait a minute. Like, you can come to me. Like, I am here for you. I'm the fixer, right? So then now my husband fixes everything. So now I come to him and I'm like, can you fix it? Can you fix this? But this is the thing. We've got to do that with God. Like, can you fix it? He is the fixer. He is the person that we can go to. He is the entity, I guess you can go to for whatever it is that you've got going on. He is the trusted friend. He is the father. He is, the same way that you will go to your husband or you will go to your wife. This is the same thing. This is the same thing about anything that's going on. So if it's where, just like I said, anxiety starts to hit, Lord, we having a conversation. We having a conversation right now, right? I don't care if I'm in the grocery store. I don't care if I'm in the car. I don't care if I'm in the middle of talking with my kid. I may close my eyes and then just talk. But I know who I can go to. So the more and more I exercise that muscle and the more and more I develop that relationship, the more it becomes where if something hits, I'm automatically just pushing it away. I'm giving it to who it needs to be given to. And I'm like, okay, you guide me. You lead me in this situation because honestly, I don't know what to do. How to release things that I've carried from my past, how to move past my trust issues, how to move past my anxiety, how to move past. I don't know. I don't know. But I am pushing this over to God. And I'm like, look, this is what's going on. I need help to navigate this. So if it's where you're putting somebody in my path of who is going to help me, right? Or whether you're giving me guidance on what to do, who to speak to, what books to read. I have literally been talking to God and I have been pointed to a specific book that I need to read. in that moment. It's like, go downstairs, pick this up. And sometimes it's where I didn't even remember that I even had that book. But this is what I'm saying. If you just push those things and you just exercise that muscle of where we're just, look, these things don't belong to me. I don't want them. I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it. That's when we're leaning into the guidance. That's when we're opening up the door. That's when we start understanding his voice versus ours. That's when we're understanding discernment more, right? This is when we're stepping into the wisdom. This is what it is. It's all in the relationship. So y'all, I want y'all to seek. All right. I'm going to go to, yes. That was heavy. It was heavy for me. I was like, ooh, seeking is real. It's real. It's real. I get derailed sometimes and then I have to refocus on God. And that happens. It happens. It happens with everything. You got to think about our daily lives, right? We are busy. Sometimes I get derailed from, I'm like, okay, we're going to do this. I'm going to have playtime with the kids. I'm going to have intentionally focused time, right? And I have it at a specific time that I say I'm going to do it. And then I get a call from a client or I do this or whatever it happens. And then I look up and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's about almost bedtime. And then you refocus. And then I'm like, look, well, we're going to get our playtime in or whatever it is at this moment then. But it is fine. That is what happens. We fall off, we get back on. It's all right. But the thing is that we remain intentional about that goal, about cultivating that relationship. That's what matters. It is in the manner that we go. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Well, we've got to start putting that same energy into pursuing God. We've got to start putting that same energy and I'm like, I know it's in you. It's in you. There are things that you've been in pursuit of, just like I said. There are things that you've had a goal and there are things that you're doing that if you just take that same focus and put that focus on God, honey, those goals that you're aiming towards and those things that sometimes some of you are working very, very hard at, I'm telling you, if you just change the focus and you put that focus and intention and energy into your relationship with God, it'd be so much easier. It'd be so much easier. Oh, I didn't which one. We see through faith and energy. Yeah, the faith, the energy, the time spent that you're pursuing. Just refocus it, right? Just refocus it. We've got it. You left. He didn't. We've got to. Yes, that's the thing that we've got to tell ourselves, right? It's like, okay, if I'm not hearing, if something is not, he ain't going nowhere. He didn't go anywhere. You did. So what can I do to get back in alignment? What can I do? Okay, this is the perfect description of the pursuit. As a married person, this resonates. I walk through my day in active thought and communication with God. I still got to pick up the pursuit. Yeah. Yes. The devil is the author of confusion, and though that's a simple explanation, it seems so difficult to communicate it. Yes. That's what we've also got. I mean, it's confusion, it's overwhelm, it's doubt, it's anxiety, it's worry, it's fear. All of those things. That's not him. So when we are feeling those things, we're understanding that, wait, hold up. These are things that I need to offload. These are things that are too heavy for me. These are things that I shouldn't be carrying around. So I want to offload those as quickly as they came. And this is the part of understanding yourself, understanding your emotions, understand how you're feeling, understanding when things are shifting, like your energy is shifting. And I know I was happy, and then now all of a sudden I'm starting to feel down. Why am I feeling down? Okay, I don't like it. Let me, I'm offloading. I'm offloading it. Quick, fast, and easy. Because it's none of my business. I don't want, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. So these thoughts that creep in, I don't want it. I don't want it. Those things can come and they can leave just as quickly as they came. Yes. So be in full chat with God. Yes. How to just be talking, just talking. Just this my friend. This my friend. We are literally talking, and we're just having conversation, and we're just like whatever may come up throughout your day, whatever you may be thinking about, whatever you may be contemplating, whatever you may be stuck on, whatever it may be. Like what is it? Ask, ask, ask. Like I can't say that enough. Ask. And it's a lot of times that we will be upset, right? We'll be upset because God ain't come through, right? He didn't come through. I wanted this thing and it didn't happen. And I'm let down. But then I'm like, did you ask for it? Did you speak? Like did you open your mouth? Did you ask for it? It's like, well, no, I wanted it though. But I mean, like, it's like, well, no, I didn't ask for it. You have to open your mouth. This is with constant communication. This is what it is. You've got to ask for it. Ask, speak. This is what it says. Ask. You got to follow it. Follow it. So when we're having these things, or we don't know how to navigate certain things, or we're feeling this way and we don't know what it is, and we need some help, we need some guidance, whatever, ask. That's it. Open your mouth and ask. Explain the situation. Explain how you're feeling. Explain what you're confused about. Explain you're overwhelmed. Why are you overwhelmed? Explain what's going on. Ask. Ask for help. He's there. He's there. So, y'all, I want to end on that. We're gonna seek. We're gonna seek. We're gonna seek. And we are going to be intentional about seeking God. And we're going to be in heavy pursuit of him as if we just got in a relationship. Because you know that's a whole different type of pursuit now. So that's the thing. We are going to be in heavy pursuit with him and for him, and trying to get to know him and really develop that like. I like you. I like being in your presence. I like talking to you. That's what I want. That's what I want y'all to be. So I hope that you guys have an awesome day. Whether I don't know what you guys are doing, whether you're going to sleep, whether you are going to work, whether you're going to be with your kids, whatever it may be, I want you to have an awesome day. I want it to be one of the best days that you've had, and I want it to be where you are constantly in communication today with God. Of just like, look, let's pick back up our relationship. If you put it down, pick it back up. If you're taking a little break, pick it back up. If you haven't been in communication like you would have wanted, pick it back up. And we're going to talk. We're going to talk. How you doing today? Look, I'm feeling a little, I'm feeling good, but I was stressing last night. Whatever it may be, just have that conversation. And work on your relationship. And ask, right? So we're going to open up our mouth and we're going to ask for the things. So until next time, it will be next Wednesday, 6 a.m. You know, we are here every single Wednesday, every single morning, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, all the time. So I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Happy March. We are in another month, and this is just goodness, right? This is another month. Our slate is clean again. What are we going to do this month? What goals do you have for this month that you want to achieve? What goals inside of your relationship with God do you want to achieve? What goals outside of it do you want to achieve? And I mean outside of it, like as far as whether it be career, whether it be this. But we know that all those things work together though, still. So you may have your goals for your relationship with God, but knowing that you and God are working together on these things that may be outside of it, right? So we working together on these other goals. And that's how it works. You are not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone in these goals that you have. These things that you set, they may be big. They may be, you're like, I have no idea how I'm going to get there. It's so far away from where I am right now, but it doesn't matter. If you thought it, guess what? It can happen. It can happen. But the closer you get to God, that is where that goal lies. It's right in that relationship. It's right in there. That goal that seems so far beyond you. That goal that it just seems like, how in the world? I have no idea how I'm going to get there. I'm dreaming so big, but I don't know. I don't know how it's going to happen. You keep dreaming. You keep that dream alive. You keep that goal alive, and understand that it is in the relationship with God. It is wrapped up in there. So the more you get close, the more you start unwrapping that gift. That's how it works. These things are outside of you because he wants you to work with him to be able to get to it. It's not a thing of where he's dangling something in front of your face and just saying, look, I gave you this desire, and you can't have it though, but it's good that you thought you could, but you can't. It's not like that. It's not like that. He gave you that desire, and he made you realize that it's outside of you. It's something that in your power, you don't know how you're going to achieve it. That's because he's like, look up, look up. In my power, you can. And I live within you. The more you invite me in, the more that you'll be able to do. The more you invite me in, the less difficult that dream or that goal will be. The more you invite me in, the less you will be thinking that you can't achieve it, or that you aren't, it's so far away from you. That thing will get closer and closer the closer you get to God. That's how it works. This is why I say set big goals. Set big goals because they stretch you, not only in a manner of, talent, as far as skills, as far as understanding that I need to become a better person. They stretch you in that manner, but they also stretch your relationship with God. When you set those high goals, honey, you better believe in order for you to achieve that the way that you want to achieve it, let's put that there. Let's put that there. The way that you want to achieve it, because we want to achieve our goals, our big goals in peace. We want to achieve our big goals in joy. We want to achieve our big goals in happiness, right? I don't know about y'all, but I ain't trying to sacrifice, right? I'm not trying to sacrifice it. I know that is a thing that is posted and is talked about all the time. You got to sacrifice to be able to get there. You got to sacrifice your sleep. You got to sacrifice your family time. You got to I ain't trying to do that. I'm sorry. God gave me my family for a reason. They're a gift, right? Just like the other gifts that he has for me. These big goals that I set, look, these are all gifts that he has for me. They're wrapped up and stored. But that doesn't mean I sacrifice one gift to get another. No. My family means something to me. And in my head and my vision that I was given and the things that I was promised, I could have it all. So this is what I mean. You are designing your life. Whatever it is that you choose to sacrifice, you can sacrifice. If you feel you need to sacrifice a family time or time with your kids or time with your husband, time with your wife, then guess what's going to happen? You're going to sacrifice time with your family. You're going to sacrifice time with your spouse. It's going to work out that way because that's what you feel you need to do. I don't feel like I need to do that. I want them involved in what I'm doing. That's what, when I hit these big goals, guess what? This is what's going to happen. And honey, I had a moment before I got on here with y'all. And because my daughter was, my daughter's right here. She's asleep now. But when she asked me that, I was like, can I come down with you? Like, I want to learn about God too. And she was over here and I started talking, and she was just looking up. She was so proud, right? And giving me the thumbs up and everything. And I'm like, that is one of the visions that I had. I was on stage and I was talking, and she was front row, and she just looking up at me. And it's just like the look in her eyes was like, yo, I want to be like you. And this is what I want. This is why I involve my family in everything that I do. This is why I involve my kids, because this is the vision that I've seen. That right there. And that's when I said, and you got to do the same thing, y'all. When y'all start seeing different things, even when you are not exactly where you want to be, when you start seeing little flashes that confirm what you've seen before, automatically I want you to say, thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not at the top, at the vision that I had, right? At the ultimate goal. This isn't it. I'm not on a stage. I'm not talking in front of, well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm talking to 1,000 people, but maybe so. But I'm not on the stage. I'm not seeing exactly what I saw. But the thing is that when I looked over at her, I felt the same way that I felt in my vision. And that right there was confirmation for me. And I was like, thank you. Thank you for where you're about to take me. And this is when we take this moment to affirm what he's already confirmed in us, right? And what he's already promised us. This is the time that we affirm this. Thank you, Lord, that I'm going to be speaking in front of nations, in front of cities. Thank you for the fact that I'm going to have my kids right there and my husband right there, and they're going to be able to travel with me. Thank you for the fact that they're going to be involved in my business. Thank you for the fact that I don't have to sacrifice time with them. We affirm the things that we want. So if you do not want to sacrifice things, you don't have to. You don't have to. These things, you can have it all. You can have it all. Like, stop limiting what it is. When he says abundance of joy, abundance of peace, abundance of happiness, abundance of money, abundance of success. You can have it all. But it's all wrapped up in the relationship. So you got to get tight. You got to get tight. You got to understand, and you've got to know that first of all, you don't want to do this journey alone. You don't want to go at it alone. Don't do it. Don't do it. I did it for so long. Don't do it. Like, don't do it. Just don't. Just don't. Because you're going to circle back around anyway. You're going to end up right back here. You don't want to do it alone. It's too many ups and downs. It's too much uncertainty. It's too many mistakes that you're going to make. It's too many things that are going to happen that if you do not have that relationship, you're going to reflect that back on you. And all that's going to do is tear you down and make you weaker in pursuit of your goals. And you don't need to be weak. We need to be strong. So the way that we get strong is lock up with somebody who's stronger than you. And you say, you got that. You fight my battles, right? What is this book? Look at that. Bam. This is what does it say? Let God fight your battles. This is why did I pick that book up yesterday? Because it was going to come into play today. You see how God works? This is it. This is exactly what I prayed for this morning before I got on with you guys. Is like, Lord, look, thank you for giving me, like, all I knew was I was going to talk about seeking. That's it. Thank you for giving me the word, but I am resting on you to connect the dots. I know that you can connect the dots way better than I can. So I'm trusting in you, and I thank you in advance for this going smoothly. And I thank you in advance for all the dots to be connected and for everyone to be able to follow and for it to be clean, clear information that I'm given. This is the same thing in your life. Trust God to connect the dots. Let him fight your battles. Give him the things that you ain't supposed to be carrying in the first place. Lock up with him. Saying you don't have to sacrifice. You don't have to sacrifice anything. Yeah. All right. So I feel like I just preached a whole nother thing. Like, but Now it's 7. So I'm really going to let y'all go. Thank you for joining me. I hope you guys got a lot of it, a lot out of this. And I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for y'all. I'm thankful for everything that's going on. I'm thankful for everything that will happen. And I'm just looking forward to seeing all the things that, like, I'm already getting messages from you guys of all the things that you have done. You have started businesses. You have climbed the corporate ladder. You have written books. You're stepping out. You guys are doing amazing things. And I'm just like, yo, like the ripple effect is real, because once you step out, guess what happens to the people that are surrounding you? They start doing the same things. If you don't think people are looking at you, honey, you got another thing coming. People are watching. It doesn't matter if you don't see them. People are always watching you, and they notice when something's different. And y'all are stepping out. There's something different that's going on. And I'm so proud of y'all. So keep telling me, keep sending me messages. I'm excited, and know that I'm rooting for you guys. All right. So I'm going to let you go. I will talk to y'all on Wednesday, next Wednesday. Have a great day. Bye, y'all.